Alright, in our previous lesson we learned how to plot data and find the line of best fit and use predictions, but we did it all by hand, and when we do it by hand there's too much room for human error. So I am going to show you how to do this all on your calculators so that it all turns out nice and neat and wonderful, okay? So first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to take your graphing calculators, and we're going to do just a couple of housekeeping things that you shouldn't have to do again, but that will help you avoid some errors. So first of all, what I want you to do is I want you to go up to y equals right here, and if you have anything in there, go ahead and scroll down even. If you have anything in there, clear it out, okay? So for instance, if I had the equation, 5x plus 1 right there or something, clear it out of there, okay? I don't want it in there. So if you've got an equation in there, clear it out of there, okay? Then I want you to go, and this time I want you to press the second button first, so second, and then y equals, okay? And then I want you to hit number 4 and enter. So I'll do that again. Second, y equals number 4 and enter. Okay, and that'll help us. All right, then we need to go and we need to be able to enter some data into our calculators. So we are going to use the data from number 5, and we need to enter it into our calculators. So the way we enter coordinates into our calculators is we press this stat key right here, and then I go edit. Okay, now if you have data in there, that's okay like I do. We need to clear it out though, and so pay really close attention. I am going to up arrow until the name of my list is highlighted. Do not hit delete. Delete will get rid of the entire list. I don't want to get rid of list 1. I just want to get rid of the data that's in list 1. So again, I'm going to up arrow until the name of my list is highlighted, like right here my L1 is highlighted. I'm going to hit clear and then enter. And now my data is gone, but I still have list 1 there. Then I'm going to right arrow over, so I'm on list 2. I will up arrow until the name of list 2 is highlighted, and then I'm going to hit clear and enter. And again, my data is gone. Okay? So in list 1, you are going to type in the years. So I'm just going to type in the year, 1650, enter. I'm going right across my year list. 1850, enter. 1930, enter. 1975, enter. 1998, enter. Okay, and then I want to right over to list 2, and I'm going to type list 2. In list 2, I'm going to type in the population. So 500, enter. 1000, enter. 2000, enter. 4,000, enter. 5,000, enter. Okay, so now I've got all my data in. Now what I want to do is I want to be able to just make a scatter plot of it so that we can see this. And so to make, anytime you want to graph data that you have entered into your calculator, you want to do stat plot. And I don't know if you can see it, but stat plot is right above that y equals. And it is blue, okay? So because it's blue, you have to press second y equals. So second y equals to do stat plot. Now we are only graphing one set of data. So what I want you to do is I want you to make sure number 1 is highlighted, and I want you to hit enter. Okay? And then in order for it to show up, you need to have it turned on. So right now my off is highlighted. I want on to be highlighted, so I'm going to hit enter over it so that on is darkened. Okay? So you have to hit enter so that on is darkened. Then you're going to go down and you have to continue. I want that first graph to be highlighted. So if you have like that one highlighted, that's not what I want. Okay, so I want you to use your left arrows if something else is highlighted. Go to that one where the dots is, like that, and hit enter so that it's darkened. Okay. Then I want you to go to X list. So remember how we put the years in list 1? So I want that to say list 1 right there. So whatever data you put your years, whatever list you put your years in, that should be the list that it says right there. So for instance, if I have my data in list 3, notice how the lists, the L1, L2, L3 are above the numbers 1, 2, 3. Do you see that? So because they're blue, you have to press the second key. So to get list 1, I would go second, number 1 to get list 1. Okay? To get, let's say I put my data in list 6 for my Y values. So let's say I did list 6, I would go second, number 6 for list 6. I didn't though. I did list 2. So I want to fix that. My data is in list 2. Okay? Then choose whatever mark you want. It doesn't matter. I like to do the squares because they're the biggest. All it is the shape of the dots that are going to pop up. Okay? That's it. Then go ahead and hit graph. Nope, don't hit graph. Sorry. I messed up there. So we did second y equals, and we went in. Okay, I want to just say this. This is off. That's highlighted. List 1, list 2, I'm good. Then I want you to hit zoom 9. Zoom number 9, and that zoom stat. And this is what your data should look like. Zoom 9 to get it to graph. Okay? And here's what it looks like. Alright, so all we've done so far is enter our data in and create a graph. All the steps for it, you've got directions there on your sheet, so follow the directions if you, or rewind the video if you want to, but there's where we're at. Now we want to make an equation for the line that fits that data the best. And so in order to do that, you're going to enter your data into your list, which we've already done. Okay, my data has already been entered. So if I'm looking at my directions for linear regression, I've already done all of step number 1. And now I'm on step number 2. And so I'm going to hit stat. And then I'm going to right arrow over to calculate. And then I want to do number 4, which is linear regression. And then I need to tell my data where my calculator where my data is. So my calculator data was in list 1 and list 2. So to get to list 1, again, I'm going to go second, number 1. And then I want to enter in a comma in between, and the comma is right above the number 7. So if you look right above the number 7, there's the comma. And then my Y data is in list 2. So second, list 2. And then go ahead and hit enter. And here's your equation. Okay? So notice it gives you a value for A, and it gives you a value for B. So your equation here would just be, and I'm just going to plug the numbers in. Y equals, I will plug this in for A. Let's round it to 3 decimal places. 11.57777x plus, and then for B, I'll use this number, negative 19273.015. Okay, so there's my equation. That's the one I'm going to use. Okay, so this is the equation that I would use. A little off from the one that we calculated, but that's going to happen when you do it by hand. Okay? Then it says use the equation to predict the population in the year 2015, and this part of it now you'll do by hand. Okay? So if I use this to predict it in 2015, again, my equation was something like this, that I'm copying this from my calculator screen, plugging A in for X, or plugging my value in for A in front of the X, and my B in as well, and it looks like that. Okay, then to predict the year 2015, I would just put in 2015 for the year X, and then simplify all that, and I get about 4060.68. So that's about the year 4061 is what you would have to do. Okay?